Hi, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays, coming to you live before market opens. We have approximately 15 minutes before the stock market opens. I will stay with you through stock market open once again, probably not as long as before, because today my trades are a little bit more important, and I do have to babysit them. Let's go right into screen share. Not going to waste any time. We're already kicking off with over 100 viewers. Hope you guys liked the thumbnail. I was a big fan of the movie back in the day when I was younger. And this is our third halving. You can see it right there by the clock, right there behind me. And we're keeping an eye on that. Speaking of clocks, here we go. We have exactly 5 days, 6 hours and 17 minutes to go. Different websites are calling for a different time for the halving. Hopefully they will all be in sync within 24 hours to go, and we will bring you an epic live stream during that day. I haven't officially started inviting people yet, but I'll invite some and maybe get some fans in here as well. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the day goes. All right, let me pull out your live chat. Oh, what happened there? There it is. I can go ahead and close that and put that here. All right, not sure if anyone's doing questions for me today. Not sure if I'll get to your questions, but I will do my best. I probably skipped some last time, but anyway, let's get into the price. I'm keeping an eye on the S&P 500 this morning. It was rallying pretty hard early in the late last night and in the middle of the night. It's pulled back a little bit, but it's still a decent candle in the futures market. We had this gorgeous reversal candle yesterday, the second half of the day, or the last few hours of the day. We pulled back really hard. I'm still not sure what news broke. I don't watch the news. I just watch the technicals. I don't care about the news. The news tends to be irrelevant. We had some of the worst job numbers all throughout this run-up, and the market just kept rising and rising and rising. So I no longer really care what the news has to say or how Bloomberg interprets it or CNBC. What I care about is the candles. And the candle right now, as it's forming, is a pretty damn bullish candle. Even though we're on a red 4 sequential, if this keeps up, we're going to have a green 1 followed by a green 2 above green 1, which will make me bullish. Like, I don't care if not a single business opens in the US. If the chart is bullish, I'm bullish. Right now, we are in the middle of no man's land. I would rather short this market than long the market based on common sense and fundamentals of the fact that no one's going to be working over the next 3 years in America. And this is generally an American weighted market. But it doesn't matter. And by the way, if the rumor, well, I don't even know if this is a rumor, but if Trump even hints at hinting of removing the capital gains tax, holy shit, is the market going to recover? And you can participate in that. That is not for the rich. That is for everyone, because anyone can buy the stock market, not just the rich. This is not a way for the rich to get richer. You can also participate. You can do everything the rich can do. You can buy into the stock market too. It's not as risky as people think it is. Sure, if you bought it right here, it was very risky, but that's not what you were supposed to buy. You were supposed to be in it and participating in the whole run-up. Yes, this crash lost you. So even if you bought in, say, right here at the breakout, if you bought in right here in March of last year, you are about even right now. So you didn't lose anything, and you earned some dividends. So you're a little bit above even because you held it for a year, and you don't have to pay any taxes if capital gains is removed because you held it for over a year. All right, let's look at that was the daily picture. This is the cash picture. I'm going to glance at the 10-minute chart as we go into market open. I'll be back to this in 15 minutes. Here's the 10-minute chart. I started rallying again a little bit. The 10-minute chart has been pretty good with the 9s. So was the 5-minute yesterday. It was also pretty good with the 9s. Yeah, guys, hit that like button. I see it in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please support. We're already at 700 viewers. This is beautiful. Oil continues to rise, and no, it's not. Oil was continuing to rise early this morning. It's finally pulling back. It's hard to believe that oil is all the way to $25 a barrel, considering it was negative 40 less than a month ago. So this, let's see what happens into month end. Let's see what happens, how many people need oil for June, because the economy is not yet really opening up. Someone said this, I saw a really cool picture on Twitter where in the US, almost every state is going to open up this week, except the socialist states, except the states that hate Trump, except the states that want nothing better in their life than to remove Trump from office in any way possible. So the socialist states, like New York, like California, Seattle, Washington, so the really socialist ones are not going to open. Massachusetts, but the normal states are going to open up, and they're going to allow their businesses to open if they want to open. It's all political. I mean, the socialists don't want you to go to work. The socialists want you to sit at home and collect welfare. It's just the way it is. And that's going to cause massive riots. If there is civil unrest in the US, blame the shutdown. If there's massive unrest in the future, directly blames the shutdown. Gold continues to struggle right here. And I'm not in gold yet. I was looking forward to going into gold on a green 2 above a green 1, but look what happened. We didn't end up with the green 1 yesterday. We ended up just barely making a red 6. See, this close here, yesterday's close was 17.10 and 60 cents. You compare that to this close, which was 17.13 and 40 cents. It just missed it, just missed closing higher. So we did not get a green 1. We got a red 6, which made this a red 7, which this sets up very nicely for me to potentially enter gold after a 9, which would be great. So I'm still holding off. I'm not in the gold trade. I'm certainly not in the silver trade, the shitcoin to gold's gold. And silver is a lot closer to breaking that red line and going down. But gold is a lot closer to hitting this line and going back up. So I'm going to be bullish gold. I'm not going to be bullish silver. Silver is not in the same position. Have you ever heard of mega backdoor Roth IRA? I have never heard of that. I have a Roth IRA, I have an IRA, and I have a Roth IRA, and I wish I could have more retirement accounts, but what the hell is a mega backdoor Roth IRA? I will look into this. I will check this out. This sounds interesting. I will go ahead and Google. I will go ahead and click on some of these links later. Thank you. That was a very useful comment. You do realize that futures are manipulated. Guys, you should not be watching an investing channel if you think everything is manipulated. Then why are you watching? Then why do you care? If futures are manipulated, if the most liquid commodity, well, a future in the world being the S&P 500, if you think that's manipulated, then you should get rid of your internet. Then everything in your life is manipulated, completely everything. It's not manipulated. There's it's not. It trades billions of dollars like an hour probably. Like, good luck manipulating that. I got to stop reading the comments. Okay. The gold-silver ratio, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. It's going to get higher and higher and higher. We have not seen the top. We will probably not see the top for years to come. If I'm still doing these videos 10 to 15 years from now, we will see this top probably somewhere around 500, 1,000, who the hell knows. This ratio will continue to expand. It's not going to get there today. It's not going to get there tomorrow. We can pull back to 70, 60, but eventually it's going to break 150 and then 200 and then 500, and it will go on and on and on, because silver will lose all of its monetary premium over time, and gold potentially could get more monetary premium over time. I have no idea what the hell that is. Okay. I think it's time for Bitcoin. We have 1,000 viewers. Guys, please hit the like button. And right before we get there, please support with the affiliate page. If you like this podcast and it's bringing you value, you don't have to donate. I don't have donation addresses. I just would like you to go through these links if you are interested in any of these products, like the Embly card, which I constantly pimp out right there. There's my Embly card. I'm gonna get some other ones too. I gotta be a baller like Joe Saz. I gotta get the 24 karat gold one. And speaking of Joe Saz, he was on my channel yesterday talking about order books. And if you're gonna be trading, you got some choices right there. All right, let's finally look at Bitcoin. We have this triangle in the making. Now we have just popped early this morning. So we are probably closer to that red line. I saw the price of Bitcoin about an hour and a half ago. I have no idea where it is right now. We're about to all go and find out together. But I'm still looking for a pullback. This is the final pump before the halving. The pump can last after the halving, but I'm not anticipating Bitcoin to break the prior swing high. If it does, that's super bullish. Remember, I am a bull on Bitcoin. I've been a bull on Bitcoin since these wicks. Sure, I have sold my short-term trade on Bitcoin right around 9,000. And I am not ready to buy back into Bitcoin for a short-term trade. But like I've been saying for a while, buy all dips. Buy all dips. All right. You want to buy all dips. Now, dips haven't been happening lately. I thought we were going to pull back to 8,000. It looks like we only pulled back to 8,500. But the run-up is not over. Let's see what happens going forward. Here we are back at pushing at the red line. Like I've mentioned, last time we hit this red line 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. I consider this a hit of the red line. Here we pretty much within a spitting distance of the red line. So we now just had a second hit. Can we have 2 or 3 more hits of the red line? The answer is yes. I would love for this 5 candle to be as close as low as possible, because that makes it easier to get to the 9 candle at the end of May. And I still see this vicinity as a local top. And I do think we will pull back probably after the halving. We still have not broken the Lucid SAR. Probably next week, if we hang around this red line, we will break the Lucid SAR. But right now, we are sitting here. We pulled back a little bit. Let's look at the daily chart. The daily chart is on a 5 as well. So a lot of this is lining up for another top. Now, we never broke the Lucid SAR to the downside. Keep that in mind. We hit one of the 9s. Let me look at the BitMax funding rate. The BitMax funding rate could play a very important role. If we pop right now into $10,000, the BitMax funding rate will severely favor the bears. And in which case, we would probably pull back from that $10,000 area. Okay, so the BitMax funding rate is starting to favor the bears one more time. Let's see if it can get a little bit higher. Let's see if we get some FOMO in with the halving. The RSI is overbought, but it's not on a sell signal. The MACD is chugging away, telling you to stay in the long trade. But let's get back to the price action. The Lucid SAR has been bullish since March 20th. So the Lucid SAR has been going on. It's getting close to a month here. It's been going on for about 3 weeks. And it is bullish. And let's see if we can get to that 9. Would love to see us get to that 9 for another selling opportunity. The 9 is going to come with the halving. We have the halving in 5 days, and here we are 4 days away from a 9. At this point, I would love to see us go higher and make another swing high, which will probably create some divergence. Maybe not really, actually. The MACD won't give you divergence, neither will the RSI. Maybe on a 4-hour scale, we can get divergence going if we pop one more time. Right now, we don't have divergence yet because we haven't broken to new highs. See, that was the high, 94.83. What was the high this morning? The high this morning was 94. So we are not there yet. We also need to close higher. And we did have a higher close, actually. That was the highest close. Interesting. So the 4-hour, they give you the highest close, and we have divergence across the board. Interesting. Very interesting. See, that's the high close. The close was 92.92, and the close, the prior candle, was 93.30. That is divergence. We can ignore the shadows here, and divergence is here. We have, okay. We have a rise in the price close to close on a 4-hour candle. I should make this green. For those that don't know what divergence is, please Google it. And I'm not going to draw them all, but you can see how the RSI is lower, the MACD is lower, and the CMF's lower. That is legitimate divergence. Legitimate divergence. Would love to see this get to a 9 as well, which would mean we need to go a little bit higher. So we are, everything is going into favor of another top. We are halfway through all of the sequential setups. We are halfway to a 9 on the 4-hour, halfway to a 9 on a daily, and halfway to a 9 on a weekly. Will we get to these 9s? I don't know. It looks like it's struggling. I would love to see at least some 9s, even on a 4-hour. But that is a big pop on a 5 candle. Like the worst candle you want the pop to be on. You would rather have this pop be on a 6 candle with the 5 candle right there. If you apply the spirit of the 9 situation, that still doesn't help you. That means the 9 concluded in this triangle. Clearly, this triangle that I drew yesterday broke out to the upside. If this triangle does its thing, that is another $1,000 to the upside. That would take it pretty high up there. I don't think this is going to happen. It can happen. I would love for it to happen. This would just break the 10,000, but look, it would still stay below the prior swing high. That is the prior swing high. Even if we reach the limit of the triangle, we're still not going to break the higher swing high. And breaking the higher swing high is huge. Breaking the higher swing high and establishing 10,000 as support completely changes all my outlook for Bitcoin. If we can break this red line, if we can just break it and establish this area, that changes everything. That moves us up by like a year to reach new all-time highs. I do see the FOMO coming back. I mean, look, we have 1,300 live viewers. I still think that it's not going to be this easy. I still think there hasn't been enough pain. I still think there hasn't been, enough lessons learned. We also see shitcoins pumping with Bitcoin once again. So that is not a good environment for Bitcoin. I still remain skeptical that a new all-time high is imminent. But I'm certainly not a bear. I certainly don't think we're going to come anywhere close to $3,000-4,000 ever again. I think we're staying up here. I'm just not ready to be a moon boy yet. There's a difference between being a bull and being moonish. I'm not ready to be moonish yet. If this plays out the way I expect, I will be moonish right here. I can be moonish at a lower price. Just need the right environment for it. All right, we have some questions, and the stock market is open. I'm gonna go take a look at the stock market. I do have my positions. I want to take a look at some of my positions, starting with MGM. So I would like for MGM to fall. That maximizes my profit. I also have Under Armour, which I would like to rise for maximum profit. A lot of these are kind of hedged. Under Armour isn't doing very well. Man, I've been waiting for this one to break out. My only oil play right now is Rig. Would be nice for that to break out as well. Or somebody buy them out. Ooh, once we break this setup trend line, it can really take off. None of this is trading advice. These are just my positions. Beautiful 9 right there allowed me to get in, allowed me to enter it. What else? Uber. Yeah, Uber isn't doing too well, unfortunately. It was doing well out of this triangle, which is where I picked it up. What else? Trying to remember my positions. Forgot the ticker, the cruise line. DraftKings is doing very well, still rising. NC. Oh, come on. Norwegian Cruise Lines. No, not rallying. Whatever happened yesterday was not good for the cruise industry. Trade's still profitable, but not doing too well. That's okay. I have a bunch of others, including Tilray. See how Tilray's doing. Tilray is holding up, and American Airlines. Buffett got out, I got in. What's the ticker? Is it AAL? Yeah. Buffett got out, I got in, but I got in a very hedged way. So for me, this is fine. I would love for it to actually be flat. That kind of maximizes, well, it doesn't maximize my profit, but I still make profit. Yeah, PineScript is very annoying. It sucks. I wish they used like Python or something. All right, we got questions, guys. Let's see what we got. I got 10 more minutes for you. Let's go to the S&P, and we'll keep an eye on what's going on there. Yeah, it's still rising. Beautiful. What would it take to flip the monthly Bitcoin to a green 2? And what would this do for your outlook for the next few months? Let's see. Here's the monthly. Oh, it's not going to take much. We just got to get above 9,500. We just got to break this green line. We just got to get 94. 94.50 will do it. That breaks us into a green 2. What is it going to do? It's not going to do much unless we close there. See, we've had a green 2 above a green 1 right here. We did that back in February, but we couldn't hold it. And by not being able to hold it, we kind of crashed. So getting to a green 2 is not enough. We need to hold it. I can see that on a Heikin-Ashi scale. We're already on a green 2, but it's not above a green 1. So on a Heikenai, so we need that as well. We literally need us to get above, 9,400. I got to get above that 9,450 area. And then I become very, very bullish at month end. If we are above 9,400 at the end of May, I change my outlook. I become a lot more bullish than I am right now. If we are 9,400 or above at the end of May, I'm looking for a good summer for Bitcoin. The FOMO will really start to set in. That's a good question. If you had to guess, what is your probability percent of 10,000 before the halving? 45%. I'm still under 50% that we're going to break 10,000 before the halving. I don't see it. If this red line, where are we here? If this red line happened to be higher, and I mean, some people draw it higher. Oops. I can see the argument for drawing it higher. If you did this, though it's a little bit hard, like if I do it from here, from the very top, and then I use the 2 wicks, I mean, I could do this. This is how Joe Sass had it last night. I don't like drawing my trend lines this way, but if I had it drawn this way and I ignore this prior high, then sure, we could get there. And even if I don't ignore that high, no, even if I do this, it's still under 10,000. If only this red line, if only this resistance line was cleaner to give me a higher chance. I want the best fit line, guys. This is my best fit line. Touches the most number of candles without breaking any of the shadows. That's the tone-based rules of trend lines. Tone-based rules of trend lines. Try to draw me a better line that touches less, that touches more candles without breaking their bodies, right? Yes, I am using this top, not this top. That's because I'm using this line as a hyperwave wave 7, okay? And we pretty much touched it. So I don't see 10,000, but I'm not that confident in that statement. So 45%, we don't. So 45% that we break 10,000. Good questions this morning. What's the next serious, meaningful resistance level that Bitcoin is going to hit on the upside? Would you trim profits here or all the way up? This every damn time. Every damn time I stream, my internet cuts me off. I don't know if it's Zoom. I don't know if it's YouTube. I don't know if it's the router. I have no idea. Every damn time. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking with me through a minor technical difficulty. And once again, we are back. We are keeping an eye on the clocks. We are waiting for the halving, which is going to be with us in 5 to 6 days. I will be doing an epic live stream for the halving. Those of you that are around on May 11th, join us for the ultimate halving stream. I'm going to keep it going as long as I can. 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, as long as guests are coming on, as long as we have shit to talk about, we will talk about it. All things Bitcoin, a little bit about shit coins. Man, I really wanted to finish my tequila for Cinco de Mayo yesterday because I want to open my best tequila And but though I do have to take it easy on that for an 8-hour stream of no food, drinking tequila is probably not a good idea. But that's what I will bring you. Man, we lost like 100 subs when we cut out. That sucks. But anyway, we are certainly back. Are we back? We are back. Okay. Yeah, and for now, we are just keeping an eye on those clocks. Okay, let's get back to the screen share. We had some good questions. We're going to keep going with those questions for a little while longer, and then I got to get back to trading. So also don't forget, hey guys, like the video. If you want to support, use the affiliate page, and hopefully we'll get more subscribers and more likes. The financial summit is going to take place first week of November, and understanding Bitcoin first week of October, assuming all travel gets opened up. All right, let's go back to the price of Bitcoin. Here we are. I don't believe we're going to get there. I need to delete this arrow. I could be wrong. The arrow is legit. The breakout of this triangle is legit. My opinion is we're not going to get there. I think we're going to top in this vicinity, and I want to take a look at the S&P once again. If the S&P starts moving hard to the downside, I will have to get off the stream and manage my positions. I am skewed a little bit to the upside right now. So as long as it's rising, it's okay. But if it starts to fall, if the S&P breaks this low, the video has to end, guys, because I got to go manage my positions. Where are we going here? We're going to go back to your questions. So, yeah, so this, I don't know. So here's the question again. I don't know where I got cut off. What is the next serious, meaningful resistance level that Bitcoin is going to hit on the upside? Would you trim profits here or all the way up? So like I was saying, this is it. This is my most meaningful area of resistance. We hit it. I had a short-term long trade on Bitcoin. I have exited that trade. This is the most critical resistance point for Bitcoin. For me, everyone has their own TA. To me, if we go higher from here, see, right here when we broke the prior swing high, it wasn't enough because we didn't break the trend line with it. This time around, we would break the trend line with the prior swing high. I don't believe we're going to break it because we had to go a long way to get there. And that's why that's not how trend lines break. Trend lines do not break from new swing lows. We can see this when we go back in history. If I take you back, oh, where's the back button? Is this it? Yeah. If I take you back to, when did we break out? 2014. 2014. If I take you back to 2014. Okay. Oh, it's the weekly chart. It has to be on a daily chart. It looked better on a daily chart. Let's go back to the current situation. Maybe I'll do it on a daily chart. The bear market of 2014. Right there. You see the break of this. Why does it do that? Oh, because of the. You see the break of this downwards trend line? Look at this downwards trend line. From up there, I drew, I stuck to the tone Vays rules, not perfectly, but enough. This would be, now I want to do it this way. Can I raise the other end? I could raise the other end. I can put it right there. Perfect. This is the tone vase. I can even lower it. Yes. There it is. That's the trend line. That's the trend line that's the most number of points. Notice how we did not break this trend line here because we were coming off the swing low. I never anticipate my trend lines breaking off the swing low. We needed to make a higher low, and then we broke this trend line with a vengeance. When we broke this trend line, we immediately broke the prior 1 and 2 swing highs. And these both swing highs were very significant. This was a swing high this was a 70% rise into a swing high. That's pretty good. This was a smaller, but a 60% rise into a swing high. These were significant rises. But then when we broke this trend line, we needed this higher low. And that's what I'm looking for right now. And that's why I'm not anticipating us to break. We could, there's nothing stopping it, but I'm not anticipating the break of this line because we did not approach it from a higher swing low. If we were going to break this line, it was more likely to happen here than it is right now, because here we were going into that trend line from a higher swing low. Now we are coming in from a lower swing low. It makes it a lot harder. It is probably 10 times harder to break the trend line now than it was 3 months ago. But it doesn't mean that it can't happen, because there could be 10 times more people interested in buying Bitcoin now than there were 3 months ago because of the current environment and the potential of them losing all their money if, say, the euro breaks apart. So there's nothing stopping it from breaking the trend line, but it is a lot harder to break this trend line. Hope that explains it. Let's go back to the S&P. All right, we're holding. The video has to end if we break this low because I got to get my broker up and running. All right, let's see. There's a lot of questions, guys. I don't know if I can get to all of them. Does it ever make sense to be long and short in 2 accounts simultaneously to collect the funding rate? Yes, you don't even need to do, oh boy, S&P is dropping. You don't even need to do it in the 2 different accounts. You do it in the same account. That's what Ugly Old Goat does. Ugly Old Goat takes advantage of contango and backwardation. He would go long the perpetual and short the future, or he would go short the perpetual and long the future and collect that premium. Yeah, it's a trading strategy, but you have to, you have to be consistent about it, and you have to have a big bankroll in order to, or you have to use low leverage. It's a spread play. It's a spread basis play. You have always said in the past that the number 5 candle in sequential can be tricky. Can you elaborate? Yes. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go to the current daily chart. Okay, so when your 5 candle is unreasonably large, like this 5 candle to the downside, it makes it very difficult to get a perfected 9 candle or to get a 9 candle at all. We were lucky. See, this is not really a 9 candle because the 5 candle was such a catastrophe. The only way to get a 9 is to get a close lower than the 5. Imagine if this 4 was a 5 candle. It would be so easy to get a 9, because then all a 9 has to do is close lower than the 5, because the 5 is down the middle. The setup sequential, the setup phase of the sequential indicator compares closing prices to 4 bars earlier, and the 5 candle makes or breaks a 9, because you want the 5 candle to be like this 4. and then the 6 candle drops, and it becomes incredibly simple to get a 9. The 9 becomes almost like banked in the cake. Like right here, the 5 candle dropped, and then you had consolidation. The 8 candle went up a little bit, and boom, you never got your 9. On the flip side, if you see huge consolidation, 1 through 5, and then it drops on a 6 candle, the 9 is automatic. Like right here, see, the 1 candle fell, 3, 4, 5 were all consolidating, and then the 6 candle drops you, and it becomes so simple to get a 9. Very simple. Here's another example. Here's consolidation around the 5, the 6 candle drops, and that's it. The 9 becomes very easy to get to. So this 5 candle being a huge drop, we got lucky. We never got a 9 here, by the way. This is known as a quasi 9. This is a tone Vays, addition to the Tom DeMark sequential, one of the tone Vays additions to the Tom DeMark sequential. The only reason why there's a green arrow here is because we happen to swing lower than the close at some point in this candle, which we were kind of lucky to do. And I tweeted out a few days earlier, everyone should have their limit orders around 4,500, and we fell down to 4,440. So everyone should have their limit orders at 4,500, and we swing down to 4,440. So people should have gotten filled right there. That would have been your best orderly fill right there. So, all right, I don't want to spend too much time on this because most people know how to use sequential that are watching me. You have, okay, got that one. Can you glance at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart? Looks like death. Will Ethereum ever have its day again? I don't think so. I don't think Ethereum will ever have its day again. We're still holding. Oh, no, we're not. No, we're not. All right. Let me read the rest of the questions. Maybe I'll look at Ethereum next time, guys. I got to end this video. I got to go manage my trades. Apple on a TD9 daily. Let me see. Oh, there goes the market. Apple, yeah, the markets are topping here. I wouldn't be surprised if Apple's pulling back. But yeah, Apple, be careful of Apple. Nice 9 here, pulled back the market. Another 9 here, probably going to pull back the market. I would not be long Apple right now. I would be looking to get out, take my profit. And I'm going to read the questions, and then we'll have to end this. Any comment on the beef shortages? No comment, but this weekend I'm going to go buy and stuff my freezer full of beef. Look, there's going to be shortages of everything because the idiots shut down the economy. It's going to get worse. I mean, for every day they keep the economy shut down around the world, it's going to get perpetually worse. You got to open it up. Any thoughts on the return of sports? Not really, but I hope they return soon. I have Under Armour as a good play to the upside. Do I miss sports? Not really. I don't watch that much sports anymore. I would like to watch my college football. I usually travel. I don't have time for sports. All right, market is crashing, guys. Who benefits when over-leveraged accounts get wrecked and liquidate in exchanges? No one. No one really benefits, just the way of the world, the way of markets. It creates more efficient markets because it removes dumb traders from the trading landscape. So in a way, everybody benefits. Any new updates on the notification alert service? Not yet. Maybe this summer. I know it's just one of the dozen things I need to get to that I haven't gotten to yet. All right, guys, I got to go manage trading. This has gone longer than I wanted to. I need to end the stream. Please support with the affiliate page. Thank you guys again for watching. Time to get, I got to start doing these streams earlier so I don't have to run them into 10 a.m. The 10 a.m. is here, so I may be looking for a 10 a.m. reversal right now. I'm not going to panic. I don't panic. My trades are not leveraged enough for me to panic. And I will see you all on the next one, guys. Halving's almost here. I'll see you for that epic live stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Please share with your friends, and see you all on the next one.